Hi everybody, my name is Lisa. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a tutorial that is very popular on the internet. It's not anything new. It is based on doodling in conjunction with watercolor. So here I am just masking off a nice sheet of watercolor paper. I'm masking it with some washi tape because it provides a nice frame and an interior space for me to work. And when you're done with your drawing, you just take off the washi tape and you have a really nice clean border. So that's all I am doing here in this section of the video. And then I just loosely divide it into 6 cells. I find a midpoint down the length of the paper, and I'm just drawing a light pencil line down the paper. And then I'm going to divide it into 6 semi-even cells. And I find it fun to work in cells to do little individual drawings. For the purposes of this video, I am going to focus on floral type drawings and doodles, something that I don't hopefully have to think too hard about. We all like to doodle, right? So I chose florals. I just showed you the watercolor paper that I used. It's cold pressed paper by Winsor and Newton. And I am also using this set of watercolors. They're also Winsor Newton watercolors. I will have a supply list down in the description box. A lot of the products I get off Sketchbox or I just have it in my stash. You don't have to use these. You can use even kids' watercolors. I just happen to have some new watercolors in tubes that work beautiful. The pigment is really nice. And I'm just choosing a few colors because I try to do complementary colors. And these are the brushes I'm using as well. Nice round brushes. This black one is from Sketchbox. It is a number, I believe, I'll have to put it in the description box. It's a nice round brush. I'm loaded up water here. You can see in the first cell, I did some clear water on paper and I added the color, and it's like almost swimming in there. And I'm just loosely just doing any kind of design in each cell, knowing that once it dries, it's going to be a little bit lighter than what you see here. I'm not trying to go for perfection. I'm just trying to get some paint on the paper. And like anything else, this is new to me, and I am just experimenting with different colors and shapes and textures. And a lot more is going to be put on top of this at the, during the video and at the end. So that's all I'm doing here. And I'm going to go forth and do all 6 cells. Again, sticking to a color scheme of purples and like these golden orange color. It is actually a sienna, I believe. Adding some yellow. Some of it I'm doing dry and some of it I'm doing wet. And that's all you're seeing in this part of the video. Recently, I've been buying some products off of Sketchbox. You can buy individual products, and sometimes you can they have monthly premium boxes, which I've been enjoying as well. And that's where some of my supplies come from. I'll leave a link down below in the description box so you can check it out. I just took some paper towel here and I'm just blotting some of the color, and I'm going to let it dry that way. I really didn't have much of a plan here. This is kind of new to me. And in this part of the video, actually, you don't see the full bottom part of the boxes. It's just the way the camera angle is here just for a very short time. And I can tell just the way that I'm adding some of the paint. I might be overthinking some of this. I can see myself actually doing a little bit hesitation. But as you can see, as the paint dries on the paper, the color does get a little bit lighter. I like the overlapping of colors. And before I go ahead and provide like pen doodle drawing on top, I make sure this is totally dry. I just grabbed a Uniball pen that I had. It's a fine point marker. And this is where I start to do some of my flower doodles. It's when I'm not filming and I'm just doing a lot of this for pleasure, it's a lot less stressful. As a video maker of all types of videos on my channel, when I know I'm filming, I tend to be a little bit more thoughtful or self-conscious because I know it's going to be made into a video. I'm sure if you're just doing art at home or when I do art with no camera running, it's a lot freer. And as a content creator, I'm always have struggles with that, like not to overthink. And of course, this video actually took probably an hour and a half to film, and I edited it down and speeded up areas because you don't want to see me drawing for an hour and a half of doodles. I know that it would be like watching water boil, right? All these doodles are really off the top of my head at the time that I'm drawing it. I might be referring, a couple of them, I refer to stuff that I previously doodled, but most of the stuff here is brand new stuff that I'm just doodling on the fly. That's what doodling is about, right? It's just a difference of whether you have a camera filming or not. And I believe when the camera is not filming, it is a lot much easier. Because when you're filming videos, you're always worried about the lighting, the placement of your hand. Like here, my hand is blocking a lot of what I'm doing here. And it's not that I realize it, but it is something I am conscious about. I'm going to go ahead and play some background music for the remainder of this section until I get to the painting portion. And I'll be jumping on soon again with some more commentary. So I pretty much finished the doodles, and this is what I am going to color in with some watercolors. I don't really have much of a plan in mind. I'm going to stick with the same palette of colors that I've been using, but I am going to add some yellow, a little bit of green, and some red. Also, these are the same Winsor Newton watercolors. These are the brushes that I've used. Um, Pretty basic brushes. One of them is a Cotman round brush, and the other one is actually a cheap watercolor brush that I have, but both of them are nice and pointy. And in this part of the video, I go through each individual cell, just filling in with color. Sometimes I do blot the color, change it up. I try to stick with the colors that I put in that little dish. You'll see me using also, it's a round individual golden color by Beam, B-E-A-M paints. I just love it. It's this gold color you'll see me using later on in this process. It's called Wild Salmon. I just love it. Actually, it's right there in the picture, that round thing, that little round circle. That's Beam Paints. They make really superior paints. I have a couple of their paints. I got a little 3 palette in my last subscription box that I absolutely love. And that golden salmon color was in another box that I opened up probably like a month and a half ago. But this part was a lot of fun. Painting I found more enjoyable than the doodling, maybe because some of it is just nerves, since this is my first doodle video. Try to say that 10 times, doodle video. But and I actually did another picture before this in green tones, which I thought came out a lot better than this one, but I didn't film it. So I'm going to have to do another one doing the greens and yellows and golds that I did, because I really enjoyed those colors. But these colors were fun too. So I definitely think you should give this a try. You don't have to have a lot of artistic skills. You just have the desire to create pretty things. And here's the Beam, the Beam paint I was talking about. It is a watercolor. Such a superior paint. I just love it. It is really such a pretty color. I think I'll have to get some more. I'm going to go transition back to music, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll come back on in the end. the last cell that I colored, and my camera goes out shortly because I used up too much memory. But I'm basically done after I finish this little sun. I did do a few more things, but it didn't get captured on camera. And here I am removing the washi tape, and I'm pretty much done. I like how it came out. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely, if you're looking for a fun exercise for your mind and just to play, this is something you can do. Let me know your thoughts, what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will definitely see you all in the next one. Bye.